What if you could replace hundreds of dollars in fertilizer with a bucket of living microbes you can grow yourself? Farmers all over the world are using indigenous microorganisms, or IMO4, to bring dead soil back to life, grow healthier crops, and produce richer pastures for their animals. This isn't theory. Some farmers are seeing up to 40% more pasture growth in one season, just by putting these microbes to work. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make IMO4 step by step, from collecting your very first microbes all the way to creating a living inoculant ready for your gardens, orchards, and grazing lands. Stick with me until the end, because I'll also share farmer-tested tips that make the difference between a thriving batch of microbes and one that fails. These are the little details most tutorials leave out. What IMO4 is and why it matters. Imagine a thriving forest floor, rich, dark soil, the smell of life everywhere. Underneath that surface, billions of tiny microbes are working non-stop to recycle nutrients, break down organic matter, and build the living structure plants depend on. IMO4 is simply our way of capturing those same powerful microbes and putting them to work on our farms. Indigenous microorganisms, or IMOs, are made up of beneficial bacteria, fungi, and other microscopic organisms that already exist in your environment. They've evolved to thrive exactly where you are, in your climate, your soil, your unique conditions. Instead of importing something foreign, IMO4 amplifies the life that already knows how to work best on your land. This is why regenerative farmers love IMO4. By rebuilding soil biology, you can improve water retention, increase nutrient availability, and grow stronger, more resilient plants without relying on expensive chemical inputs. Whether you're managing a backyard garden, rotationally grazing livestock, or building a food forest, IMO4 gives you the living foundation that drives everything else on your farm. And here's where it gets exciting. Making it yourself is simpler than you think. You don't need fancy equipment, a big budget, or complicated formulas. You're literally harnessing what nature is already doing all around you, and scaling it up for your gardens and pastures. In the next section, I'll show you how to collect your first microbes and guide you step by step through the process of making IMO1, 2, 3, and finally IMO4, your living inoculant ready to transform your soil. To make IMO4, we start at the very beginning with IMO1, collecting living microbes from the environment around you. These are the organisms already thriving in your area, perfectly adapted to your soils and climate. That's what makes them so powerful. To start, take a wooden or bamboo box and fill it about halfway with cooked white rice. Keep the rice firm, not wet or sticky. One thing to watch out for here: location matters. If you collect microbes from tired, depleted soils, your IMO1 won't be as strong. The best results come when you gather them from thriving ecosystems, places where nature is already doing the work for you, like under mature forests or near healthy perennials, healthy source, healthy culture. Then find a thriving natural spot where life is clearly doing well, the forest floor, under leaf litter, or around deep-rooted perennial plants. Place your box right on the ground and lightly cover it with some of the surrounding leaves to make it blend in. Protect it from rain and animals by laying a breathable cover, like burlap or paper, over the top. Now here's the hard part. You wait. Leave it there for 2 to 5 days, checking around day 3. When you come back, you're looking for white, fluffy growth spreading across the rice, along with a clean, earthy smell. That's your IMO1, your very first collection of beneficial microbes. But this is just the beginning. Capturing them isn't enough. Now we need to wake them up and multiply them. That's where IMO2 comes in. Take your IMO1 and weigh it. Then mix it 1-to-1 by weight with brown sugar. 1 pound of rice to 1 pound of sugar. Gently work it together until the sugar coats the rice completely and starts pulling out moisture. This stabilizes the microbes, keeping them alive but dormant until you're ready for the next stage. Quick tip: don't overpack it. Microbes need airflow even when dormant, so loosely covering the container makes a big difference. Seal it too tight, and you'll lose microbial diversity before you even reach IMO3. Store this mixture in a breathable container, like a clay jar or a loosely covered tub, and keep it in a cool, shaded place. Properly made, IMO2 can last several months, giving you time to move forward when you're ready. Now we're going to turn that starter into something much bigger. IMO3. This is where your microbes really start multiplying. Take your IMO2 and mix it with a carbohydrate-rich substrate like rice bran, wheat bran, or cooked grains. Use roughly 1 part IMO2 to 10 parts substrate. Slowly add water until the mixture hits about 65% moisture. Squeeze a handful and it should clump together without dripping. Then pile the mixture in a warm, shaded area, cover it loosely with burlap or cloth, and let it ferment for 4 to 7 days. If you live in a colder climate, fermentation can slow way down. In that case, tuck the mixture somewhere warmer, even inside a greenhouse or near a compost pile, to keep it active. The ideal range is between 70 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit for the fastest, healthiest growth. Check on it daily. This is the stage where a lot of people get nervous, but here's your sign of success. The entire pile will be covered with white thread-like mycelium and give off a sweet, earthy smell. That's your IMO3, a concentrated living starter culture. Now it's time for the final step, IMO4. This is where we scale everything up, so you can use it across your entire farm. Take your IMO3 and mix it 1-to-1 by volume with a larger carrier material like rice bran, sawdust, or biochar. Adjust moisture again if needed, keeping it around 65%, and cover it loosely so the microbes can breathe. Keep the pile in a shaded, stable environment where temperatures stay between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Over the next 4 to 7 days, your microbes will explode in numbers, filling the material with life. When you see white threads spreading evenly and smell that same earthy sweetness, you've made IMO4, your living inoculant, packed with billions of microbes ready to bring your soil back to life. How to use IMO4 on your farm. Now that you've made your IMO4, here's where the magic happens. Getting it back into the soil so those microbes can rebuild life beneath the surface. How you apply it depends on the size of your operation and what you're growing. For gardens and raised beds, you don't need much. About 1 to 2 pounds is plenty for a standard 4 by 8 foot bed. Sprinkle it evenly across the surface, water lightly to activate the microbes, and then cover the area with a thin layer of straw, shredded leaves, or other mulch to protect them from sunlight. If you want to give them a head start, you can combine IMO4 with a fermented plant juice or a mild compost tea. It's like giving your microbes an energy drink. For pastures and grazing systems, we scale up. A first-time inoculation usually takes about 100 to 200 pounds per acre. Mix your IMO4 with compost or fine soil at a 1-to-10 ratio to bulk it up for spreading. You can broadcast it dry using an ATV spreader, a tractor-mounted seeder, or even by hand for small paddocks. For larger areas, dissolve your IMO4 in water to make a microbial tea and apply it with a sprayer or irrigation system at about 5 gallons per acre. If you combine IMO4 with rotational grazing, the results can be even faster. As animals move through, their hooves naturally press the microbes into the soil, and their manure provides instant food for them to thrive. Farmers using this approach have reported up to 40% more forage growth within a single season. That's less hay, lower feed costs, and healthier animals, all from working with living biology instead of fighting against it. IMO4 also shines in orchards and food forests. Apply 2 to 3 pounds around young trees or 5 to 10 pounds around mature ones. Spread it in a wide ring around the drip line, that's where the feeder roots are most active. And then cover the area with mulch to lock in moisture and protect the microbes from heat and sunlight. For an even stronger system, plant nitrogen-fixing cover crops like clover or vetch beneath your trees. They'll feed your microbes, and your microbes will feed your trees. It becomes a self-sustaining cycle. And if you're working on larger farms, spreading IMO4 by hand won't be practical. In those cases, tractor-mounted spreaders work well for dry applications. Or you can inject a diluted IMO-T into your irrigation systems for even coverage. Focus on your highest value areas first, your gardens, orchards, and grazing paddocks, and then expand outward over time as the microbes multiply and improve surrounding soils naturally. IMO4 is one of the most powerful tools you can use to bring your soil back to life. Instead of relying on expensive fertilizers and outside inputs, you're working with the microbes already adapted to your land, amplifying what nature has been perfecting for thousands of years. If making IMO4 from scratch feels like too much right now, you can absolutely buy it. But choosing the right source is critical. Because IMO4 is alive, its quality can make or break your results. Whenever possible, look for suppliers who collect and prepare their microbes locally. Microbes adapted to your climate and soils establish faster and perform better than something shipped from across the country. Freshness matters too. IMO4 is most active within the first 6 months, and after that, the microbial activity starts dropping off. Check what it's grown on as well. The best IMO4 is made using clean, natural carriers like rice bran, sawdust, or biochar. Avoid products with synthetic fillers, additives, or anything that doesn't belong in living soil. And here's a pro tip. If you can get your hands on a small amount of really good IMO4, you can use that as your starter to grow much larger batches yourself. It's one of the easiest ways to scale without spending much money. Start small. Inoculate 1 raised bed, 1 grazing paddock, or a few fruit trees. Watch how your soil responds. As your microbes multiply, so will the results. Stronger plants, richer pastures, and more resilient systems that keep improving year after year. I'd love to hear how you're planning to use IMO4 on your farm or homestead. Drop a comment below and let us know what you're working on or share any tips you've learned along the way. Your experience could help other growers succeed too. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in our next video, we're comparing IMO4, bokashi, compost teas, and biochar head-to-head to find out which amendment gives you the biggest return for your time and effort.